All India Radio. Seithikathambam.
இன்றைய செய்திக் கதம்பத்தில் கோவையில் தனியார் கல்லூரியில் இன்று நடைபெற்ற நிகழ்ச்சியில் புதிய இந்தியா குறித்து மாணவர்களுடன் கலந்துரையாடினார் மத்திய தகவல் ஒலிபரப்பு மற்றும் விளையாட்டுத்துறை அமைச்சர் திரு அனுராக் தாக்கூர். அவர் பேசுகையில்,
The first presentation, which is the most important to all of us, the women. I would like to first thank the Honorable Prime Minister and the other Member of Parliaments who have supported the Nari Shakti Vandan legislation, and they have passed in the Parliament for the last 3 decades of giving women reservation in the Parliament and in the Assembly segments is over. Finally, we have 3% reservation for women in the Parliament and in the Legislative Assembly. Let me say this way. When we came into power in 2014, Prime Minister talked about his government will be known for the upliftment of women and the downtrodden people who are not given enough importance in the last so many years, but they need hand-holding. And I can say here, from socio-economic development of the women to the political empowerment of the women, we have walked the talk in the last 9 years. And this graph will show you how from empowering daughters to the leadership roles and the trendsetters we have reached. Next, please. The struggle of women, it started with the start of the day. Well, with the lack of toilets, you could see millions of people go out, and the open defecation was a big problem. At the same time, it was unhygienic. It has raised many health issues, and for women, it was more of dignity as well. In a city like Coimbatore, we may not realize this, but realize it just for one day if this institute do not have a toilet. How do we stay here from morning till evening? And there are lakhs of schools in this country where they did not have the toilet facility also. There are millions of houses in the country which did not have the toilets also. And that is where the problem arises for the girl child. After 5th class, they stopped going to schools. That was the basic case. And if you look at the WHO report, with the lack of the toilet facilities, lakhs of women died, the pregnant women to others, because of the lack of the facilities. And the figures also show us that how by building crores of toilets has helped women giving more hygienic conditions, making close to 3 lakh villages open defecation free and giving more dignity to the women. If you look at this program from the developing years, the Prime Minister in 2014 started the program Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, Save the Girl Child. Apart than that, if you look at the programs from Poshan Abhiyan, the fight against malnourishment, to the Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana, when the girl child is born, few thousand rupees is deposited in her account, and when she grew up at the age of 18 and 21, she gets back more than 1 lakh rupee. And as far as the other programs are concerned from the new education policy, which we have been waiting for the last 3 decades, now we have the new education policy which is more comprehensive. I will come back on that. And various other schemes to make the girl child an aspiring learner, a better education. And I can proudly say today, looking at the numbers here also in Tamil Nadu, ma'am, in the STEM, from the science, technology and engineering and mathematics, you could see the number of girl child is 43%, which is extraordinary. I think that is the way forward. We see a lot of students, especially the girl child, is coming forward. And if I have to talk about sports, in Haryana last year when we had the Khelo India Youth Games, 12 national records were broken and 11 were broken by the girl child. If I have to talk about Chandrayaan 3, have you heard the name of the scientist? Do you know the name? Nigar Shah from Tamil Nadu shared the dais with ISRO chairperson S. Somnathan when he announced the successful launch of Aditya L1 solar mission. And one after another, even the IIT enrollment, you will find a lot of girl child in that area. If you look at the various programs, schemes, these are all for the benefit of the women. I'll come on that at the later stage. But one area is very, very important, which is the motherhood. In India, majority of the women, they didn't go for the institutional delivery. But in the last 9 years, we have given incentives and created facilities also. Today, we have more than 94% institutional deliveries across the country, where the child is also safe and mother life is also safe. Kanya Smriddhi Yojana, we have over 3.6 crore accounts and a saving of close to 2 lakh crore rupees. And if you look at the gross enrollment ratio of the girl in schools, which has increased also, and overall sex ratio, the number says it all. It was 940 in 2011. It has gone up to 1020 in 2023. The women are doing extremely well. I just want to highlight here, whether it is Tamil Nadu or whether it is my state Himachal Pradesh. You pick up any program where, as an annual function of any educational institute, when you're giving away the prizes, whether in the field of sports or education, among the 10 students, 7 are girl child on an average. So that is what the girls have done in the last 7 years. These all schemes, from Nirbhaya Fund to the one-stop center, so that any woman who is facing any kind of harassment can reach out to this center. All kind of facilities are given. Self-defense classes have been made the part of the Smadha Shiksha Abhiyan. One nation, one emergency number, 112 is available. Any one of you, if in need of any urgent help, can dial this and that could be provided. The Ujjwala scheme. Now the Women Day, as I earlier said, starts with going out to relieve themselves, to collecting wood or buying coal to cook food, or to fetching water. They have to walk few kilometers. This is the case in majority of the India. And the numbers will tell you, in 2014, the total LPG cylinder connection number was 14.5 crore. Today it stands at 33 crores. So the majority of the Ujjwala gas connection, which is close to 9.6 crore, has been given free of cost, with the first cylinder given free by the government of India. That on one hand saved their time, but also provided them clean cooking, giving them better health facilities as well. On the water side, Jal Jeevan Mission have helped them by saving their time not to go to the well or to the nearby rivers. By Nal Se Jal, potable water has been given to them in their houses. About 13 crore such connections are given in the last 3 years, whereas in last 70 years, there were only 9 crore connections. But here is the Modi government, which has given 13 crore new connections. Here the Ayushman health card has given a new lease of life for everyone. The poor people always find it difficult to go to the private hospitals because they can't afford it. On one hand, we have provided the affordable healthcare across the country, raising the number of AIIMS hospital from 7 to 22, and also there were only 600 medical colleges in the country. Prime Minister Modi has opened 700 new medical colleges in last 9 years alone. And Ayushman Bharat card, it gives you the facility of free treatment up to 5 lakh rupees, and there are 60 crore beneficiaries of this scheme in the last 9 years. This scheme is a great success.
இத்துடன் இன்றைய செய்தி கதம்பம் நிறைவு பெறுகிறது.